fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like this fucking, I don't know. But anyways, like with the Mo3 shit, Mo3, I don't know, I'm probably butchering the name, but Mo3 getting killed in Dallas is just a sad line of a cycle of rappers getting on, rappers getting killed, rappers getting on, rappers getting killed. It's not nothing new, of course. Biggie, Tupac killed. Biggie, like these people get murdered as rappers all the time. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's social media, and there's way more rappers today than back then because social media, anybody can just get a fan base and a following. It just seems like it's at least once a month somebody's getting killed or just dying.
I think them niggas got a curse. I think black rappers are cursed. I mean, we know black men and black people in general are cursed if we talk about just our states of existence. But I think black rappers, bro, it's like I don't see it no other way, man. Like it's too, cause it's like when you could take the murder shit and the niggas dying like that, but then you gotta add in Juice WRLD, you gotta add in all these other niggas that's overdosing and shit too. So it's like, man, it's a lot of black niggas getting sent to jail. I just think, nigga, once you become a black rapper, and bro, Tory Lanez, I'm just saying, like, the state of black rappers is bad right now.
Yeah.
The big niggas is good, but anybody under that, bro, it's a deadly game out here. Like, it's a target on your back for some reason. What I told Darius, I'm like, we are on attack on all fronts. Bro, in Chicago, yes, it's a lot of shit to deal with self. You gotta keep in mind media, a lot of other shit. And then just other places, bro, we're attacked on all fronts. And I think that plays a part of that curse. Because either we don't understand how we playing a part of our own shit, and then same way other people don't give a fuck, and they gonna capitalize on that shit. So it's like, I think that's the curse.
That's why I don't get the whole
one thing. Like even with drugs and shit, they say like if you talk about drugs and shit, that's popular. That's good to talk about. The industry gonna tell you to keep talking about that shit. Keep doing that shit. Like Future don't do that shit, but he talks about it all the time because that's what makes money. So yeah, that shit a deadly game out here.
It's like it's kind of like we talked about. We was talking about like, okay, yes, police brutality is a horrible thing, but it's like if we was hit a button right now, say black people will never be brutalized by police again, they'll never get killed by it. We just hit like a magical random button. Is that like the ending? Like why is it when people bring up these violent things, it's like, no. Don't say that. Now I get up, don't bring it up trying to diminish the police thing. But even sometimes people just want to like start another conversation, like away from police brutality about it. You're like, no. We're not gonna bring it up, we're not gonna talk about it. I mean, at a certain point it gotta be talked about. Like I get it, people say, oh, because of poverty and this and that. But it's like, if we all broke, what the fuck we fighting each other for? It should be like a revolution against like
but
something
it's the
else.
Thing, this is what I came to conclusion, like when you're attacked on all fronts, you don't want to live that life. You kind of hate yourself. And I talk about these niggas that's dying and the situation they put themselves in, they don't have very much self-love. And it looks like Johnny said they asking for it, and then I said they don't want to live, so they kind of do dumb shit. But you got to think about it. You have no love. There's nothing but treachery and trauma around you. So at the end of the day, you're like, fuck it. I don't got anything else to live for, so you don't really ground yourself in reality. So, like I said, when you're being attacked on all fronts, it's easy to feel like it's you against the world. And when it's like that, you don't care about shit. You don't have too many feelings. And even then, you like, nobody care about me. So you go through a series of trash ass thoughts, I feel like. And I feel that on my own level. But even for somebody in the hood, bro, yeah, that shit's like, ain't nobody out here for me. And it's like, nigga, fuck this world. Fuck a lot of shit. Like, it's just a depressing. That's why, I mean, we see it in every community where people are depressed and just dealing with that shit. Because it just, I don't know, it's a difficult topic. It's multi-layered. Like, even other groups of people, they're attacked on all fronts. And it's like, you can't just say it's cops. You can't just say it's us. You can't just say it's the government. It's a mix of a bunch of shit. So, yeah, it's definitely a difficult conversation to have. Shit hard as hell to talk about.
Because it's just, like you said, it's so many different layers. It's poverty, it's where you abused, where you told you you weren't worth
with it.
Do you see that you just look like, even a kid, like, just looking at people around them, and you're looking at your situation like, damn, nobody around me is doing shit. So you think, I will never get out of these projects. I will never be able to. I go to school, everybody's bullshitting, people doing drugs, everybody joining gangs, my friends dying at 12, 13, 14. It's like,
and you surrounded.
I get it.
Your teachers tell you ain't shit. Your mama tell you ain't shit. everybody like the society tell you ain't shit. So eventually you believe you ain't shit. Like that's the shit I say. You just don't even love yourself. So it's like, and then you ask them to change. Change what? I ain't never seen nothing to change. Like nigga, we surrounded in this shit. So it's like that's when we be like the cops and reparations gonna help, but it's so much healing that has to be done.
It's
too.
just it's like it's this and that.
Cause you give them money, the niggas go buy guns, alcohol, and keep doing the shit they doing. Cause they still, it's a mindset at this point.
It's a stunt. Okay, now I got money. I'm gonna buy Gucci and flip. Now y'all broke ass niggas, y'all ain't got that. But then you be broke. Like, watch somebody who seem like they got a lot of money for like a couple of months on Instagram, and they get off Instagram for months. They not doing I'm going to self heal and I'm going. No, they're going to figure out how they can come back. How they can come back on Instagram and look good.
Yeah, because it's a state of mind. So you asking those people to change themselves when they are a broken state of existence, basically. So it's like asking a child to change itself or asking a sick person to heal themselves. You got to go to the doctor. You got to go. That's why black people know we need therapy, but then we know they ain't going to understand us either. So like, they ain't fucking with that shit. They going to put some more programming in me. So yeah, we don't have many people we can go to.
I think it's just
outlets.
And it's like we said earlier that street life is glorified. Like if you are
Plus
this,
that.
then you are real. If you like you solidify, but that street cred, like people say that
it's the only real shit you see.
The quota, what was it like it's corny, but like street cred don't get you something like street credit don't work in like real life or something like that. Like okay, you got street cred,
but
who
like, gives a fuck?
How does that transfer?
Who gives a fuck when
life?
you're not accepted by real
life?
How's
that transfer to be like building a legacy for you and your family? How do you get yourself out the hood? How do you not even like when I say people get out the hood, like they don't got to get out the hood and become millionaires or bajillionaires. Like you can just get out the hood and become middle class and be like living a decent life. Yeah. Like,
but that's the square mentality and be like, that shit lame. I'm trying to get my millions.
Like, oh, you're lame. You're this. You're that.
But that's
like,
what you think you need because your poverty and the shit that you seen so bad. That's what you like, man. That's the only way I can get away from this shit. Because it's like you don't have a reasonable plan because you really don't know what it takes to get out of it. You really don't. It's a mentality that's just broken. You don't think about, oh yeah, I just need $50K and I could be good. I don't gotta deal with this type. I give me a better apartment. I don't even gotta see these niggas no more. And niggas don't think like that because it's their state of mind.
And it's kind of like when you're stuck in this area, you never seen past that area.
A lot of niggas. My cousins never, bro. I took my cousins to the beach for the first time. Like from Fifth Ward, they never had been to the beach. Darius never been to the beach before till he graduated high school. And Darius is not like the typical gang, super street dude. But no, a lot of black people don't get to travel because of the situations and that's why we talk about going to concerts and shit. We barely can go to the beach and let alone pay for a concert. We don't gotta go to gas and get to the
little
beach.
Do you know if people are able to experience different things, that they might be able to see that way out. Like if you show, like not every, of course, this isn't gonna be everybody. If you show everybody the quote unquote light at the end of the tunnel, or there's more than this, everybody's not gonna be like, oh God, my mind's blown, I'm gonna go do it. Some people are just gonna go back to what they know because it's easier. It's easy to just stick and do what you know. You stick to see what your friend. It's easy. It's the easiest thing. But some people might be like, oh damn, so I can like try to go get this scholarship at like this school and go out here and do this. I don't gotta stay in, like you said, I don't gotta stay in Fifth Ward for the rest of my life. I can go to whatever.
And I say
I go to Sam Houston. I can go to SFA. Like I can go to these other places and experience things. People don't get that opportunity.
Yeah, man, and you just going back until you said, then you stuck in this society, you stuck in this reality basically, and then the only real shit that you see is the quick money. Like that's what the niggas that you know that get talked about on the streets, cause like it's like we got daily news, you got local news, world news, and then there's street news in the hood where niggas like you seen a nigga get that car, or you heard about them niggas fighting.
You see what's name holding 10,000 here on Instagram?
Yeah, like street got a whole nother type of gossip that's going on. Yeah. So to make it to a certain street level, that kind of be the niggas' aspirations. And honestly, a lot of niggas say, bro, like, think about that one nigga we worked at Team Alloys with, and the custodian that had that lifestyle. He went to jail, but before that, he had a bunch of cars. He had a bunch of money.
I forgot his name.
And it's like a lot of niggas like him. It's like the fact that they did it once is good enough because
I lived that lifestyle.
Yeah, like because it's like you know in that reality you're not gonna do that shit forever. So you gonna go out and be like, yeah, it's just like with niggas in football.
I'm gonna get that life to live. If I know my whole life can't be this, I'm gonna be able to at least live it for this.
And always live in that moment in that sense, even though you in some other type.
It's kind of like Myron. Like Myron was like, from what he tell me, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then he was locked up for 18, however long. Now he's just like,
I did it. I'm jail, cool.
So like I'm gonna just live. I'm content with my life. Like,
but yeah, he was like, I touched that shit, and
yeah,
man, it's
like the chase because everybody likes fast money, whether it's stripper money now, it's only fans money. Like fast money is, of course, everybody wants fast money. Everyone wants to fucking win the lottery. Like that's more sexy because like I don't gotta work. I can just like do whatever. I can scam some people. I can do credit cards. I can do
like,
whatever.
Even when working, like a lot of the times, our parents had jobs consistently, and we still was in the hood because of redlining. So it's like, well, my mom worked, my granny worked, but for some reason we still was in the hood surrounded by this shit. Like my granny had a post office job, my mom had a post office job, but redlining, a lot of other shit. It's like, man, they don't make it easy for you to just get out that shit.
Yeah.
So even then, so as a kid, I'm growing up, I'm like, well, my mom worked all her life, and that's still not the life I want. She stressed every day. She still lived check to check, and she worked every day. She's a hard-working woman. Like, we be having that. We like, I don't want to do it that way either. So it's like, I just want the fast money. Like, it's a paradox we all kind of go through. Because I ain't seen my mama slave and go to work, complain, and talk about how they treated her like shit. I'm like, I don't want to go through that my whole life. And that play on the hood person mind, too. And then as we think about that, play on any man's mind of not wanting to work for somebody else. But like I said, we don't have enough outlets or ways to go get it in a sense at first. Like, of course, once you cultivate yourself, you can find those outlets. But yeah, we don't think that deep, man. Because like I said, our mind stay broke. And it ain't. I think if our parents was living in the suburbs and they had a good, decent life, I think a lot of niggas would be like, yeah, that's cool. I ain't even tripping.
Because then there's that other flip of it. The kids in the suburbs that want to like.
Well, that's because of exploitation, though.
I think that's what that is. I was talking to Taylor about it one time. We was talking about what we was talking about though. I was like, I wonder if that's people do that because they're suburban and like I said, they feel like a lot of people in the black community feel like you're stamped when you're like street. So they're like, I need to go be street.
You're not deemed qualifiable to the average black woman because you're not a hood nigga.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Because what makes a real black man these days is a real nigga or a hood nigga. Because if not, you soft.
Yeah. If you're not a hood nigga, you soft. Because
women want fast money because they hungry they goddamn self. So that's a whole nother plight that they got to deal with. But yeah, they of course it's exploitative and they push that shit too. But we buy into it and we think that's what real is. We think to be a black man you have to go to jail. To be a black man, shit. Sometimes they even think you have to kill people or be in a gang
one time
or
we
whatever.
had that podcast where it was like, what is black culture? Like, what is it? And we was like, because stripped away when you got to take away from slavery, like what African culture, whatever.